Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. I think that last game may, unfortunately, have been representative of how this deck's mostly just going to get crushed to size. I have a fair amount of, 5-cost stuff, which is actually really strong. Like, that 5-cost stuff that is good enough to function as, 5 to 8 cost sort of power. But I don't think I'm going to live long enough because just overall the deck is slow. I have some, minion killing cards that aren't too expensive, and I have a number of cheap minions. I feel like that this deck is off. The things that it can do early in the game aren't going to be strong enough. It's got a lot of, junk cards like these two that are just not going to get very far. I'm totally keeping them for my starting hand, because it can totally get worse. Actually, no, let's pitch the Technician, because I don't have a mech, so I could easily get something better. Wow, this is pretty aggro starting hand for me. I've got ways to kill things, and I've got things to put out. It's worth a shot. I wonder if this would mess my opponent up if I coined this out. I think it would probably mess me up, but I'm tempted. It seems like it's an annoying thing to do. We all know that I like to prioritize annoying for no good reason. Annoying is not the best strategy. But it's opponent's like, what? What? You just got too mad, and now you can not do whatever the hell you wanted. Whereas I will use it to draw a card. And hit her back for 2, which will put us even, except I gained a card.
So many options.
I'm guessing you have fewer options, and that was your whole problem. You thought you would have options, and then you didn't. I wonder if that would have helped me at all last game. I'm thinking no, but I'm sure there are times when it could have helped. I just got owned last game. Banana. So anyway, you can now cast whatever 2-cost thing you were hoping to cast last turn. That must make you feel better. Making my own guys more expensive is, I'm sure, going to backfire, but we'll see. I could blow up a lot of stuff, potentially, if I trade this for something, and then play the Mad Bomber, and then Mortal Coil. That's a lot of killing. No, you're just hitting me for trivial damage. Refreshing. Aw, now you're wishing you hit me last turn. What a waste. I can't believe this has shut you down like that. You must not have wanted to play stuff that badly. I'm gonna draw more cards. We're kind of breaking even on the damage, except that I'm gaining cards. Now, I mean, she's not that far behind on cards, necessarily, but she has lots of cards. Sinister Strike, interesting, into the Defias. Wow, she really was trying to get that combo, and it was hurting her a lot. I kind of figured there was a Defias in there somewhere that was screwing her up. So that's funny. I could hit her for 3 and then blow everything up. Not a good idea, but I could. I think what I'm going to do is trade Mortal Coil and then Tinkertown. But you know, I should Mortal Coil first and just see if I draw anything relevant. Not relevant. But a piece of junk he is when you don't have mechs. The odds of me having mechs are small. Now you can fully cast things, which you weren't expecting necessarily. You probably were. You can't have thought that was going to last long. Okay, that's not so bad. So, I could do a variety of things, really. Tempted to just hit that, blow it up with the Dark Bomb, and then Spider Tank. But I could also play this guy and see where the damage goes. Unless all 3 damage go to this guy, it's unlikely to really screw me, and it might potentially get this. I mean, there are 4 targets. I need 2 of it to hit 1 for it to really make a difference. Now that I don't have the Mortal Coil anymore, I guess it doesn't make sense. No, okay. Could save it and use it for, like, the Violet Teacher, because she'll actually get stuff if I do that. But I do need to kill this guy, I think. So, okay, let's kill him. There are fewer targets now. I could try and Mad Bomber it. Again, it's likely to backfire. Let's just do this in Spider Tank. I do have more cards now. I don't have a whole lot more great things like Dark Bomb. That's a problem. This guy does survive Hellfire, though. That's another interesting option. He doesn't survive it necessarily if I play the Mad Bomber, though. I am definitely behind in life. I don't know. I've got to manage this well somehow in order to come out ahead. I don't think the Death Lord is helping my cause. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That was not helpful to my cause. I think it's going to time for like random ass Mad Bomber, which is mostly bad, but it gets more stuff on the table, and then I can play the Yeti. You know, very even-handed Mad Bomber you are. So, So this is 7 damage worth of guys. Is that going to work out? No. I deem it unlikely. Yeti plus Hellfire can kill that, but of course the Yeti would die because of Hellfire.
So many.
So that's awesome. Now this guy might not kill him. I'm assuming she's going to kill him with something else. You wouldn't use his attack to kill him, I don't think, because you want him to stay alive longer. Okay, I guess you want to control the board. Fair enough. I guess I could have power overwhelming him or something. Oh, the rebound. And then you can replay him. You really want to replay him right away. If you don't replay him right away, I think I can do bad things to you, possibly. I think you really want to play that guy again. You may not be happy with what happens if you... Wow. Wow, really. Interesting. Oh, the implosion is there just to screw me up. Because that's really tempting, right? If the implosion worked well, they could blow this up. But the odds are too low. Like, it's a 1 in 3 chance that it will do 4 damage. If it does less than 4 damage, it's pointless. It's not helping me. Although... No, I don't have enough mana to do that in Hellfire, so it's a moot point. But technically I could do that, and then Hellfire, this would definitely die, and my guy would survive, which would be a nice change. But no, the thing to do is to trade. I'm trying to get board control. And then Floating Water. He's a 6/6. And if my opponent plays that the Death Knight again, or whatever, without killing this, without dealing with this somehow, then I can just pump him up to 8/8 and one-shot it. That makes the Death Knight less appealing, although, on the other hand, it would be stopping 8 damage. Now, my life is low, so I can't just keep doing that, like it's got to pay off somehow. It would be unfortunate if he were to be assassinated. Oh, Ogre Magi Eviscerate, not quite enough, but it's a bunch of dudes. Oh man. I think I'm going to be able to do some shit. Because you know the other thing that combos with the Watcher? Hellfire. If I take damage, he gets +2/+2. So, my life total is getting a little bit low for this. It's going to be risky, but... Okay, so I could, alternatively, Shadow Bolt this guy, Implosion him, and just, like, hit some more. I mean, the other option is I could Hellfire, which would only reduce his hit points by 1. It would hit my opponent for 3, then I'd hit him for another 8, and then it's like Hellfire, and then I Implosion him to finish him. I would get some guys. But taking 3 damage, I'd be down to 9. I could potentially be burned out, but I could potentially burn out my opponent, too. I think that may be the way to go.
I wonder.
Whatever, it's pretty cool. Yeah. I still have Shadow Flame lying around. Minimum damage, I only get crappy 2 imps, but that's still 2 imps after the apocalypse. Now you're at 14, so if you can do 9 damage to me, you've got lots of mana, several cards. Might be a little bit hard to do 9 surprise damage in the arena, but it's totally possible. Leroy Jenkins, Cold Blood, victory. Rocketeer, Cold Blood. There are lots of ways. There are lots of cards that Rogue has that can do 4 damage. She's already Sinister Striked me twice. She obviously likes the burning sensation. But
I wonder.
I get a lot of power here, and this guy, so that's 5 damage for 5 mana. This, I can pump it up first. So she's got to do something pretty impressive, like kill me, or else she's going down. Killing this would go a long way. If she kills that, then I'm unlikely to be able to kill her next turn. Shadow Flame only damages minions. You got to do something with your time and mana there. If you're not playing something serious, you're going to be in trouble. That is not it. Oh, you did get him out. Well, that will cause a delay of some sort. Okay. Do I have a decent way to kill him that will still let me get through and fatalize my opponent? I don't think I can. I think I'm going to have to do more of a stopgap thing. Because I could Power Overwhelming an imp, hit him, Shadow Flame the imp. That's 5 mana, though. Then I can't play the Doomguard anymore, so definitely not killing. But that would kill this, get me a free guy. I could still get through for a bunch, but no, that's going to be too expensive. I think this guy needs to kill that, unfortunately. Yeah. Decent! But it's all about whether I can survive. I probably should have played the Lord of the Arena, but I think this particular player is more prone to burn. It's just like last turn, but more. The threshold for her to kill me is lower. Her ability to stop me from killing her is lower.
My eyes are open.
Your stalling tactics don't matter. Can you kill me or not? That's the question. I think if those were 2 eviscerates, that would have died last turn. I'm pretty sure she could have managed. Got the Cold Blood, but no charge. So she's giving up now. She's surrendering, basically. doing all her stuff. I don't know why you end your turn before conceding, but it's kind of irrelevant. So that went fine. But now we're 1-1, so I don't know. Again, this deck, I liked some of those cards when they were coming in at the start until it became apparent that this deck was snowballing into an overpriced monstrosity. But having a whole bunch of strong cards is good in the arena. It's just, you know why it worked that game? Because the Mana Wraith helped a lot, and basically it's just because my opponent was so stalled early game. My opponent was stalled worse than I was, and that's all it took. It's a different rogue, I assume. See, I check this all the time. It's because in beta, there were far fewer people, and it was more likely that you would get matched up to the same person twice in a row. But also, we're going to pitch him in favor of the Stormwind Knights. No, I don't like that plan. I need cheaper minions, though. Oh, God. This is not going to work out. This is why I like to pitch the Dark Bomb. People were complaining, though, but I should have probably pitched all the cards, except I know I have a lot of 5-cost stuff, and it could have got worse. Coin Mana Wraith was a good start to stall out that particular rogue, though, and that particular rogue just had, like, a slow-ass hand to boot, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm confident this deck can do well against slow-ass draws, but I'm not so confident about it doing useful things. Card me up. Where were you? I wanted to be playing you second turn, not the ability. Like, yes, Life Tap is a perfectly valid, like, second turn play, but I would much rather be playing a thing than just digging my hole further. Give my opponent more chance to rush me down. Oh, awesome. Coin Defias something? Coin Overboot. Okay. I'm familiar with that ploy. Ogrebrute. It's quite possibly Collidin time. It occurs to me I don't have a lot of demons to actually target with this. I mean, I've got my, like, beholders there, but other than that... Oh. Usually assured ogre. Yeah, I kind of figured. That's how it rolls. But we're going to get out the Yeti, who takes priority over the Rockjaw because he can just beat that guy in one hit. In theory. Things may not go as planned. You're going to buff your weapon, I'm guessing? Yes. But not in a way that bothers me right now. So I'm okay with that. I think I get the biggest bang for a buck in terms of, like, just totally dominating the board if I Dark Bomb that and play a minion that's too big for your weapon. That puts me in a surprisingly good position. I am fine with being down 5 health for this situation. We've got the same number of cards. She has one more because it's her turn. So that's the same number of cards, basically. He's a little rough, but no, not a huge talking problem, I don't think. And actually, this guy will just make it... He works out nicely. You're gonna, like, hit him with your Spectral Knight, who will die, and then stab him and take 6 damage? Because I'll take that deal. I'll take that trade. You can't buff your knight. Well, actually, you could with Battle Cries. Oh, betrayal. But I did actually put the weaker guy in the middle for once. I'm going to pretend I was paying attention to stuff. Ah, okay, that sucks. But she did spend a lot of prize removal to achieve this result. A successful result. Because now she can kill both my guys for her Spectral Knight, basically. It's kind of a toss-up. You can kill either one. It probably doesn't matter. Although I can heal him. Should be interesting. So if I heal him and then kill that, then I still have a guy out. I don't know if I'm getting that far ahead, but let's do it. I think this, superficially, it looks like it works out okay. So heal the Yeti, and he's going to go back down into stabbing range, but he's still getting card advantage there. And then this, which is still big enough to kill the Spectral Knight in its present state. So that seems like a pretty solid play against what she has out. Ah, the Shiv. She doesn't have to take 4 damage to do that. That's the same mana as this. She can still do this. And of course she drew a card. Preparation for what? Sprint? You're sprinting now? That's not good. No, you're cheaply assassinating. Okay, but it took you 2 cards. Yeah. That... It's fine. It's fine. Wish I had this guy out, though. That would have deterred some of that crap. Ah, this is what we like to see. Easy trade, knowing that the Beholder is coming. Yes. I'm a 6/6. I'm only going to get bigger unless you've got a second assassinate.
For the king!
Oh, cold blood. Cold blood. Okie dokie. I could make this guy gigantic. I don't think that's what's going to happen. Step 1 is to Mad Bomb. I can 10 mana, I can do him and that, but it doesn't actually work because he's usually going to make me discard it. So I could play the Sea Giant for cheap. He's probably going to get even cheaper when I do this. But I don't need him cheaper. 2 mana is fine, right? It's just I'd rather play him first while there are more enemy targets. I want him to take out that bubble, mostly. I almost don't care what else he does.
Wanna blow something up?
That's why I said almost. That was not good. So I play the Sea Giant for cheap, but it's not going to work out very well. I could draw a card which makes him bigger and harder to kill, and also get this guy. Let's try that. Immortal Coil would have been nice. Oh, this guy can help take out the bubble. Okay. I'd rather have out the Lockjaw, honestly, but this guy helped take out the bubble. We're going to call that a win. Okay, I like this guy's voice files. He's really into it. That Trogzor might actually come into play. I have some spells I might have wanted to cast. I might still cast them. No, stop making my Sea Giant more expensive. Oh, okay. So this is where we start having to count, like, can I kill you? Well, Force Tank Max, probably not the play. So I could do 10... Okay, yeah, 10, 15, 19, 20, 21... I have 10 mana. I mean, I could play him and try and do that. That'd be 10... No, that would still fall short. So no, it's going to be about obliterating all the stuff she has on the board. Which might involve playing him and discarding some, unfortunately, very good cards. But playing the spells against that is not good. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to play him first, although I'd actually have more mana if I played him first, but of course he might discard him. And I think getting the Sea Giant out would be good. This is going to hurt. But I've got cards and she doesn't, so... Yeah, I'm going to miss those guys. But we can now go... Boom. 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 Your move. You have 1 card to do 12 damage to me or things will go ill. For you. It'll be very painful. For you. Yeah, whatever. You got 23 out there, and I'm going to pump it by 5. 6, 7. Now, I knew the floating eyes would be good for this, but again, it's can this deck survive long enough to get its eye on you? We're just going to have to see if I can get past the fork in a positive fashion next time. If you found that useful or entertaining, or if you enjoy cookies, hit the like button. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.